Now, America. I've talked about this ad nauseum. Duck Dynasty, or i.e. racism in America. That should be the title of the show. Well, in Texas, the state senator, Dan Patrick, who is running for lieutenant governor and most likely will win the lieutenant governor's race, has, basically said that, this is what he said, America, that God is speaking through the Duck Dynasty star Phil Robertson. Yes, that dramatic pause is for a reason. Because that's God speaks through Phil Robertson. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe the Lord can use anybody. And I think you learn something from everybody you meet. But really? God speaks through homophobic, racist, sexist, I don't shave my beard, I drink, Phil Robertson? Really? The former sportscaster, this is what this guy says, who once defended football players who threw a reporter through a door. Patrick B. has become a conservative radio talk show host in the early 90s. Houston's answer to Rush Limbaugh in 2006. He parlayed his radio fame into the state Senate seat, and he kept his talk show and obviously proposed paying women $500 to turn over newborn babies to the state to reduce abortions. He led the charge against creeping liberalism in state textbooks. He pushed wave after wave of new abortion restrictions, and he's now running for lieutenant governor, and he believes that God speaks to Phil Robertson. But that's not enough. On Islam, this is what he says. He walked out of the Senate chamber in 2007 rather than listening to a Muslim deliver the opening prayer. On border security, he says, while ISIS terrorists threaten to cross our borders and kill Americans, my opponent falsely attacks me for hiding her failed record on immigration reform. This guy's a total nutbag, right? He's a total nutbag. He thinks ISIS is coming through the borders of Mexico. Too bad ISIS is in Syria and Iraq, and they're about 1,000 miles away. But he's, ISIS is coming through the borders. And these are the same people that believe like Ebola is coming through our borders in Mexico. Really? Anyway, let me stop. Because I'll go on all day talking about these crazy people. But either way, hey, that's why elections have consequences.